If you've ever owned a canary, then you already know that their song is one of the most beautiful sounds in the bird world. But one of the most common questions that I get here at Paradise Aviary all the time is, how do I get my canary to start singing? Or why is it that my canary stops singing? So today what I'm going to be doing for you guys is breaking down exactly how to get a canary to sing, based on natural behavior, proper care, and what I've learned from keeping and breeding songbirds. Let's start off with the most important point, which is that only the males will sing. The females will have short calls and chirps, but they will never be able to replicate the full and complex song of a male. So if the bird that you have has never sung before, it could be because of one of two things. It might be a female or it might be a young male. Young males won't sing until they're several months old, and oftentimes they won't develop their full song until their first breeding season. Usually around this time, they're about a year old. A young male canary usually starts practicing with soft, broken notes, what we call subsong. This is completely normal. Over time, as hormones increase and confidence builds, that song becomes louder, longer, and more structured. If your canary is under 6 to 8 months old, patience is key, as oftentimes their song improves with age, especially during the spring. Canaries are extremely sensitive to daylight. In the wild, the increased number of daylight hours is what triggers their breeding season, and that trigger is also what causes them to start singing. If your canary is kept indoors with inconsistent lighting, this can completely shut down their song. To encourage singing, aim for 12 to 14 hours of consistent light daily. Use a timer if needed, and avoid turning lights on and off randomly. Stable lighting helps regulate hormones and puts the birds into song mode. A poor diet usually means a quiet canary. A healthy singing canary needs the following things: a good quality canary seed mix, fresh greens like kale, broccoli, or dandelion greens, soft foods or egg food, especially during the breeding season, cuttlebone or other calcium sources, and the occasional sprouted seeds, which are excellent for conditioning and vitality. A bird that's lacking proper nutrition simply won't have the energy or health to sing consistently. Now, over the years, I've found a variety of different supplements that have helped me keep my birds in proper breeding condition and keep them singing. And some of those breeding supplements are, for example, OptiBreed, which is excellent for bringing these birds into breeding condition, Necton S, which is a great vitamin source for these canaries, which is going to keep them or help keep them healthy, Necton Calcium, which is going to be great for their calcium that they need as their daily nutrition, and finally Necton E, which is my all-time favorite when it comes to getting these males into proper breeding condition. Vitamin E doesn't have to be Necton. Any source of vitamin E that you can offer your birds is going to get them into that proper breeding condition, because it's often considered the Viagra of the bird world. It will bring these birds into proper breeding condition. It will make your males sing beyond belief. And it's something that if you have not tried it in the past, it's about time that you try it, because it is a game changer. Now, all of these products, I offer them on the website. So if you don't know where to buy them or are having a hard time finding any of these, go to my website and find them there. Where your canary lives matters more than most people think. Place the cage at eye level or slightly higher, in a quiet but active area of the house, away from drafts, kitchen, and constant disturbances. Canaries are confident singers, but they still need to feel safe. A stressed or frightened bird will stay silent. Now, canaries prefer stable temperatures. They are a bird that are easy to acclimate to different temperatures, so if you live in a cold environment, they will acclimate and live there without any problems. But one of the things that you do have to take in mind is that if the bird is using its energy to stay warm, it's not going to use it towards singing. So you want to make sure that you offer your canary an environment or a temperature that is suitable for them. What I like to do here is I keep my home at around 75 degrees Fahrenheit. The bird room, I keep it between 78 and 81 degrees Fahrenheit. These are temperatures that these birds love. It's not cold and it's not hot. So they don't have to focus on either keeping warm or trying to cool themselves down. And in return, they reward me with their beautiful song. With canaries, comfort equals confidence, and confidence equals song. Unlike parrots, canaries don't need constant social interaction. In fact, a male canary often sings more when housed alone. If two male canaries are together, one may dominate and silence the other. If a male is housed with a female, he may sing less once the bonding occurs. For maximum song, house the males separately, allow them to hear other birds without seeing them, and this is what's going to trigger that competition and encourage stronger singing. Young canaries learn song the same way that we learn language, by listening. You can improve a canary song by playing recordings of high-quality canary songs, housing young males near strong adult singers, and keeping noise levels calm so that they can focus on learning. This is especially important if you're raising birds for song quality. If your canary suddenly stops singing, this could be a problem, and it's time to check its health. Watch out for fluffed feathers, weight loss, lethargy, changes in droppings, and so on. A healthy canary is active and very vocal. Silence can mean stress or illness. Every year, your canary is going to molt, and during this time, he will stop singing. All that energy that he's been using towards singing will now be put forth towards his feather growth. During this time, you're going to notice that maybe there's excess feathers around your cage and so on. This is him losing those feathers that he no longer needs and regrowing the new ones. This is something that is very normal and temporary. It usually lasts about a couple of weeks, less than a month or so, and before you know it, their song comes back, and usually it's stronger than it was before. One of the biggest mistakes new canary owners make is rushing the process. Singing is not a switch you turn on. It's the result of proper care, correct conditions, and time. When everything is right, your canary wants to sing. If you provide the right lighting, diet, environment, and care, your canary will reward you with one of the most beautiful natural songs you can hear indoors. Alright guys, well this is going to be the end of the video. I really hope that these tips have helped you out if you have a canary that stops singing or maybe a canary that doesn't sing at all. Try these tips out. Hopefully it gets your canary to sing. Go to the comments section and let me know what type of canary you keep and where you're from. I would love to hear from you guys. Like always, we'll see each other in the next one. Until then, bye.